are you going?
I expect he'll reinforce that commitment when he meets with the president of Mexico today. And I just have to tell you, I'm so proud of Donald Trump's decision to head to Mexico. I think the American people are seeing today the kind of decisive leader that he will be as president. He gets an invitation late last week to meet with our neighbor to the south, and even in the midst of a day when he's in Washington State, big speech last night, important if not historic speech tonight on illegal immigration. He's headed down to Mexico, and I think it's emblematic of the kind of president and the kind of leadership that he'll continue to provide.
Governor, one issue that has been less clear is what Donald Trump would do with the estimated 11 undocumented immigrants in this country. He suggested in a town hall last week that they will pay back taxes. So for those who are in this country, have paid taxes, or do not have a criminal record, will they be allowed to stay?
Well, I think what people will hear tonight is really the details of a plan and an objective that Donald Trump has been laying out since he put the issue of illegal immigration at the very center of the national debate now more than a year ago in the Republican primaries.
Forgive me, Governor, I didn't hear an answer to my question.
Forgive
me, Governor, I didn't hear an answer to my question. Let's be clear. Of the 11 million estimated undocumented immigrants in this country, if they have been paying taxes and don't have a criminal record, or if they paid back taxes, will they be allowed to stay? Yes or no?
I think, Nora, people are going to hear, well, I like the way you want me to answer questions, but let me answer them my way. I think what you'll hear tonight is Donald Trump will reinforce a commitment to strong borders, to building a wall, to internal enforcement, ending sanctuary cities, and he'll also make it very clear, to your question, that there'll be no path to legalization, no path to citizenship. People will need to leave the country to be able to obtain legal status or obtain citizenship, and that's going to be very consistent with what he said throughout the course of this campaign. And the contrast, obviously, with
Governor,
Hillary Clinton couldn't be more dramatic.
Governor,
Hillary Clinton's an advocate of amnesty, an advocate of sanctuary cities, an advocate of more executive amnesty, and that contrast will be very clear.
Thank you. I want to just be clear, because I'm still confused, and I try and follow this very closely, so I want to make sure our viewers know your position. I know you're proud of the position, so let's be clear. For the 11 undocumented immigrants, 11 million rather, estimated undocumented immigrants in this country, they will be deported.
What you will hear tonight from Donald Trump is a very clear articulation of the very same principles he articulated in the course of the primary campaigns, that he is going to end the flood of illegal immigration.
Do you know the answer, Governor? Have you seen the speech?
Security.
Governor, have you seen the speech he'll give tonight?
Well, it's going to begin with, well, look, we've had lots of discussions about the speech tonight. I'll let the speech speak for itself tonight, Nora, but and I know people are anxious to know what's in it, but just tune in tonight. You know, it's going to be a very important address, and the American people, as they're used to from Donald Trump, are going to hear someone who speaks very plainly, very forthrightly, and in the context of that speech, Donald Trump is going to lay out the impact that illegal immigration has had on this country, the impact that it's had on costing jobs for American citizens and people who are here legally, the cost of suppressing wages over the last 10 and 15 years, and frankly, the fact that illegal immigration has actually cost lives in this country will be in high relief again tonight. Look, Donald Trump going today to Mexico is beginning a relationship with the president of Mexico and with that nation that I believe is to his credit. I think it shows the kind of broad-shouldered leader he is. He's willing to sit down with people with whom he may have strong differences of opinion to look for things that we can work on together and begin the process of discussions. But I think at the end of the day tonight, the American people are going to hear that clear-eyed message that under Donald Trump, different from Hillary Clinton, we're going to end the flood of illegal immigration. We're going to uphold the Constitution and the rule of law. We're going to make our nation more prosperous and more safe as a result.
Governor, after the last election in which Mitt Romney lost to Barack Obama, the Republican Party did an internal examination about what went wrong. One of the issues that Chairman Pence has talked about is outreach to minority voters, and he wrote this in particular, quote, "If Hispanic Americans perceive that a GOP nominee or candidate does not want them in the United States, i.e. self-deportation, they will not pay attention to our next sentence. It does not matter what we say about education, jobs, or the economy. If Hispanics think we do not want them here, they will close their ears to our policies. In the last election, Governor Romney got 27% of the Hispanic vote. Do you agree with what Chairman Priebus wrote?
Well, what
Going to fix the animals?
That's the plan, yeah.
How's Jackson?
He's calmed down, but he's still not himself. Do you think they're reacting to Jackson?
Actually, you know something about the Comanche and the Apache?
No.
Look them up.
I want you
You
to tell
guys
me
were
right
tough.
now, Professor. There's
I
not that
don't
much
really know
difference.
anything about them. I just know what I've read about these guys. You know, I mean, I would have probably been right with them.
You've been hanging in there.
Totally, man. I would have tried. I probably wouldn't have lasted because I'm a,
You don't eat raw meat.
oh, I'd eat anything. I eat raw meat, sure.
If you had to.
Oh, yeah, totally.
This is a rough,
You'd
tough
be
community out
surprised
here.
What I eat. I mean, I eat anything. I'm
It's
serious.
been kicking.
I eat.
If it's
I
fresh?
eat all sorts of things. I've eaten termites and worms and spiders and bees and all sorts of things.
Chew off a
All
little paint.
During school. This caused Howard to cut it himself, which became his trademark style in his professional career.